Hello students and welcome to the fall 2024 semester. This class is MMDD 232, Emerging Multimedia Practice 1. And as you can see, it's an online class. Because of that, there's a lot for you to get kind of up to speed and used to here starting out in the course. Just to give you a quick kind of idea of what this class is all about, if you think about your time so far in the MMDD program, right, you're in your third semester now. In that first year, you learned a lot of different stuff. You really kind of dipped your toes in a whole bunch of different disciplines. Maybe that was UI UX design, maybe that was motion graphics, even video production, audio design, all kinds of different things. Now that you're into the third semester and you're in your second year, it's time for you to start thinking about, of those sort of skills that you've been exposed to, where do you really want to start specializing, right? What do you want to end up doing after you're out of this program? That's a kind of grand question for everyone, of course. But now it's time for you to really think about, okay, you have this skill set that you're building. How can you start to really focus it, right? Curate it in a way to get you the skills that you would like to have to get you into the sort of work that you would like to have outside of this program once you graduate. This course is really important in getting you on that track, because what you're going to be doing is proposing and developing your own project throughout the semester. Okay, so there's all kinds of information about this that you're going to be receiving after this video with subsequent videos, but I'm just trying to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on with this class. Okay, and so the reason why it's this online asynchronous type style as well is to allow you to have a lot of time for your project work, for your self-directed learning, for all the stuff you're going to be doing for this class. That said, we will also be meeting one-on-one at key points in the semester, and there is more information on that to follow at a later time, as well as you'll be meeting with a remote team that you've been assigned to. More information on that also to come at a later time. So even here, just starting out, there's really a lot for you to wrap your head around. And so you'll just need to sit down, give yourself a good hour or two to go through some stuff on Blackboard, then give yourself another hour or two to go through some more stuff on Blackboard, but break up that time for sure. This is just a video to kind of get you started in understanding what it is you're going to be doing here these first couple of weeks and how to get moving with some of that. So I'm going to switch to this view. And here we are in Blackboard. As you can see, this Blackboard page development thing is still there. I'm getting this all curated and figured out for you. There's a lot of information on Blackboard because since this is an online class, everything about the class is here, right? So it's very important for you to get a sense of how things are organized on Blackboard, how to access different things, and where to find information that you're looking for. So first thing you're going to need to do after this video pretty much is click on this course and project overview module. And there's another video here for you to watch. This one is going to go through all of this information here, okay? And since this is early on in the semester, as is the case with all of your classes, there's a lot of introductory information for you to get to understand how all of your classes are running. This class, since it's so kind of specific in how it's structured and how it's going to go compared to your other classes, there is a lot of information to cover in that sense. And to ensure that you are actually receiving that information and understanding those things about the course, there's a quiz that you're going to have to take, and you have to receive 100% on it in order to basically open up stage 1 and move on to actually working on your project in the class. Okay, so the first thing for you to focus on here is for you to watch this video, go through these different resources, make sure you understand them, take this quiz. And in the quiz, there's going to be some things that are covered in this video. There's going to be some things that you have to find through looking through documents here on Blackboard. So just make sure you know that. And it's really there to kind of force you to make sure you understand everything about this class and how it's put together, so that that expectation is already set, and then you can get moving on your project. Something I do really need to say here is that in the video, there's a different due date for the quiz than in reality. In the video, the quiz is due on like the 16th or something like that, but or maybe the 14th, but I have moved that due date up actually, because I really do think that you need to get this quiz over with really soon so that you can just start moving along with the class. We kind of missed that first Monday because of the holiday, so it's very important for you to Go through all this course information, make sure you understand it, get 100 on that quiz. Then, once you do that, you can move on to this area here, which will unlock once you've done so, once you've gotten 100 on that quiz. And this is the stage 1 area of Blackboard for your project. And there is another video here. And in this, I'm going through actually what you're going to be doing for the first stage of your projects, which is doing research and ideating and thinking about what projects you might want to do. There's all kinds of stuff here. There's examples from previous students. There's different project ideas. There's ideation tips for you to follow. There's a collaboration opportunity that you could look into or do for this class. There's templates for you to follow for your submissions. That might seem like it makes things really quick and easy, which hopefully does make things a little bit more seamless for you, but there still is a lot of work for you to be done to kind of flesh out these templates. And this is kind of a weird note to put in here, but something that I want you to know, and this will help you with your course quiz as well, is that there's a lot of templates provided for you on Blackboard for you to utilize for this course. But for you to actually be able to use the templates, you have to open it up in Google Docs, and you have to basically download or copy the file onto your own drive, onto your own computer for you to edit it, right? Because you can view these template files here. They're on my own sort of Humber Google Drive thing, but you can't actually edit them. And please don't request to edit them, because then I'm just going to get requests to edit from all the different students, and that would be everyone on one document. Instead, download this onto your own machine, onto your own Google Drive, edit it, do all the things to it, and then you'll have your own files to work with, right? So keep that in mind for all the templates here. That's a question on your quiz, and I wanted to make sure it was covered in this video. Another thing that maybe should be covered that I didn't quite talk about in those videos that I'm kind of now shoehorning into this one is you'll notice that there's this thing called a course reference page, which has all kinds of information here for you. And if you open this table of contents thing here on the left, you can really click through different stuff that you're looking for. Something I did feel like I should actually kind of say is the AI policy. So for this class, as a student in the MMDD program, you are permitted to use AI as a tool to enhance your design and development work. However, it's important to remember that the use of AI should be acknowledged and transparent, just like when referencing external sources. Unsighted and or unauthorized use of AI in assessments and assignments constitutes academic misconduct as defined by Humber's academic regulations. By being honest about your use of AI and giving credit where it is due, you'll be promoting ethical and responsible use of this technology while developing the skills you need to succeed in the industry. So if you use AI and you don't cite it or you don't credit that you used it, and believe me, it's quite obvious when things are written by ChatGPT and stuff like that, don't just try to pass it off like you did it. Literally just say, okay, I used ChatGPT to help me with this writing or whatever. Otherwise, if it seems like you used AI but you're not being transparent about it, then I have to like report you to the associate dean. You can get expelled from the program, and like you don't want that to happen. Oh, excuse me. So keep that in mind. If you use AI, should be a tool, but you should not be fully reliant on it. You're responsible for the accuracy of the work submitted, including be able to explain the information therein. For example, if you use ChatGPT for help with coding, you'll still be expected to be able to explain the code itself. Individual assignments may contain specific rules with AI, and where ambiguity exists, you can just ask me. And you'll notice, I mean, it goes onto the other page here, but this statement was generated with help from AI, right? So I used AI to help make that sort of policy, and so I'm being transparent and saying, okay, ChatGPT wrote some of this, but I also added in things, right? Humber's academic regulations, move things around, but AI was used in the creation of this thing. Actually, right, and I'm saying this here too because for your project in this class, I actually encourage you to think about using AI, right, and exploring how AI is impacting some particular field or discipline or some new tool, because that's a whole new world to explore, and that would be a great opportunity for this project. So I'm not telling you, you know, this is not a ban on AI. This is actually an encouraging use of AI for you to explore it in creative terms. But when it comes to your actual work in the course, you'll need to just say, okay, I used AI to do this, right? It's just being transparent about it. I just didn't cover that in any of the other videos that you have to watch, so I wanted to make sure that I did right there. With that, I think I'll leave you be. Oh, actually, you know what? Here we go. There is a remote team that you have for this class. It is you, It's mostly groups of 5 students. Um, this is a team, a group of people for you to be connected to throughout the course. You can ask them questions you may have. There's going to be some required like peer feedback activities that you will do with your remote team, so you'll want to be connected with them. And this will be available to you once you see this video, but there's a discussion board here where you have access to contact your team, and it says here to use this board to introduce yourself to your remote team with the following: your preferred name and career interests, right? Your favorite food. That's something we all eat food, so that's something to find common ground on. And methods of contact, okay? Because what you'll need to do is establish an external chat with your team to keep in touch throughout the course. That will ensure you're having your own dedicated conversation elsewhere and using a platform you actually use, right? So not Blackboard discussion boards. It can be WhatsApp or Discord or something. So an example post would be, "Hi everyone, you can call me Chris, and I want to be a multimedia artist and musician. I love takeout Chinese food. I really do. It's delicious. WhatsApp is best. My number is blah, 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 but I also have Discord. Here's my @," right? So what you need to do with your group is just introduce yourself and get connected somewhere outside of Blackboard. And that will just ensure that you have people that you can contact and keep each other on track with this course, just because it is a lot of information and it's on you, right? It's a self-directed kind of experience, and having that connection is very important. And since this is also, as you'll see in other videos, this is meant to be sort of a remote work type simulation, being connected with a remote team is a part of that. So that's meant to help facilitate that kind of experience. But with that, I will say thank you for watching this video. And yes, the next step after this is to now go through all of that course project, the project and course and project overview area on Blackboard, which starts with watching that video and then going through those documents while you complete that quiz. Then you can move on to the first stage of your project, which is actually proposing and planning out your project, right? So it's a lot of information at the start, but I promise once things start to kind of get in motion over the next few weeks, it will get more routine and it won't seem quite as overwhelming. But I do understand at the start, that's kind of the experience that you might be having. So if you have gone through all of that information and you still have any questions, reach out to me, but please make sure you do go through all of that, because it's very detailed and intricate in terms of covering things in the course that you might have questions about. So thank you for watching this video, and best of luck as you go through all that is ahead.